Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David. Aldridge. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Spurs. Now here's Randall. Rose goes in. That's tipped and stolen by Chris. Here's Brunson. Reddish with the double team. Doncic outside. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
Luka Doncic.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Barrett. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Barrett's got 5.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
They get it back. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now here's Rose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic.
That's his first personal.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive by New York. Robinson, that's good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. This one for 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Dallas moving it around. Out to the wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Timeout, Dallas. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer. substitution.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. Looking to end the run.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And he lays it up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
14.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
New York.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago.
That's his first person.
Their emphasis will be focusing on slowing down Julius Randle in the paint. Coach said he's always been a great finisher, and we have to respect that. So we can't let him get comfortable down there. It's a big task when Randle gets himself going. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Dallas Bertans.
Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Well, one thing that stands out when you look at Maxi Kleber over the years is dramatic improvement as a shooter.
And, Greg, you know what that's all about. Simply, the young man has put the work in. He's been in the gym. That stroke has gone from a weakness to the strength of his game now. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Fournier. Lets it go with the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
Evan Fournier.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
14.
Now, Kleber. Back to Dinwiddie. Left side, Walker. Fournier in the corner. No good on the triple. Mavericks trailed by 3. Takes a step back. Here's Dinwiddie. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Mavericks with the rebound.
Clearly, the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And again, the turnover by the Mavericks.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
17 seconds left to play in the first.
Hey, yo, right here.
Driving in. It's deflected. And the wide open shot from Green. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. New York ahead, up by 1.
Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer. Your Knicks.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and they've had a great start from beyond the arc as well. The three-point shot seems to be in rhythm.
The Knicks with the lead. And it's Barrett penetrating. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Brunson with a clean look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Well, we've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Kevin, it's a must-have shot in today's game because of the lane being open as much as it is, the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have a shot that can avoid taller defenders, and the floater is that shot.
Doncic with the bucket.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
And it's Barrett penetrating. And Barrett slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Can't connect from short range. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Here's Barrett. He takes it in. And Barrett slams it in.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. There it's most effective when going downhill.
Inside. Chris.
Marquise Chris.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim. And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Brunson, good.
27.
Brunson's got his first points of the game.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And it's quickly missing. The Mavericks trailing. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting,
Charging foul.
throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Timeout, Dallas. Your next City Dancers. Checking in for the Mavericks.
A tight game here in New York.
Give him a hand, fans. Your next City Dancers.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heel.
And here's Barrett. 12 points for him.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
27.
To the right side. For 3, Bullock. Robinson pulls it in.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Over in the corner, Reddish. And the 3 off target. Here's Dallas. Trailing by 2.
2 minutes remaining in the
Dinwiddie outside.
2 minutes.
Knocks it loose. And they're running. Here's Randall. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Took him no time at all on that
Luka
one.
Doncic.
Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. And the 3 ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
34.
Dinwiddie outside.
29.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie's got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Second team foul.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Maverick substitution.
1:05 left from the first half of basketball. For 3, Fournier. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Evan Fournier.
And growing up just outside of Paris, Evan Fournier got hooked on the NBA back in 2002, watching that classic Kings-Lakers conference finals series.
And, Greg, we hear that story from other international players as well. I mean, guys like Evan who grew up in Europe watching NBA basketball. You got to give Adam Silver, and even before him, David Stern, the prior commissioner, a lot of credit for growing the league internationally.
Here's Dragic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kemba Walker picks one up.
2 shots. It's just so tough to stay with Dragic in those herky-jerky moves without fouling.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. The Knicks leading by 3. .41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Burks for 3. Noel up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 on the clock. Here's Walker. Not enough on that one as it misses. Mavericks trailed by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Burks in the corner. Back to Walker. Outside Fournier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Fournier's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
So that... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Mavericks trailed by 3. Now, Doncic, 15 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for New York. Pass to Randall. Now here's Reddish. Driving inside. And it's Barrett penetrating. And Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Over Rose. Doncic, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
The kick out to Rose. Offensive rebound. Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Absorbing contact really well. Randall will get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The Knicks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Got that one up quick. And it's a 9-point New York lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Rose. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul.
That's his second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Mavericks. And it's Barrett penetrating. Outside Rose. Clock at 6. There's a screen by Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Mitchell Robinson. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Doncic with it. 17 points in the game. Will it go? It's stolen by Reddish. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Here's Barrett. To the middle. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And this is Barrett at his best, looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Doncic left side. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Brunson. Missed inside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Knicks leading by 12. Now here's Rose. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Reddish. Into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Reddish has got the lead up to 14 now for New York.
45.
Doncic outside. And here's Brunson. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range. Randle grabs the board.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Fires the three. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Driving the lane. Bullock with it. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. The three for Doncic. That shot misses. And New York the other way now. Rose goes in. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They kick it out to Green. Dinwiddie attacking. And the rejection by Noel. Back to Kleber. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Down low. And Toppin throws it down.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
That's his second personal. First team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks.
Here's Dinwiddie. Going inside. Off the inbound, no good. New York leading by 16. To the inside. And it's Noel missing. Here's Dallas. Right side, Green. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Walker goes in. Mavericks with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Drives to the hoop. They get a hand on it. Outside Dragic. 2 on the clock. And here's Green outside. Walker with some nice D. Some nice passing by New York here. Outside Fournier. Hits it from three-point range. And the Knicks lead by 16.
That's Fournier's specialty. The long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defense.
Dragic with a wide-open look. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Burks. Outside, Walker fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Walker, a terrific competitor, more than happy to rise up and deliver payback right there. Boom!
Here's Dinwiddie. Toppin pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 16. Back to Walker. It's Fournier on the wing. Pass to Toppin. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Toppin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
51. Mavericks timeout call. Your Knicks City Dancer. Checking in for the Mavericks.
Mavericks trailed by 19 with the step back. And here's Doncic from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
3-point goal.
Doncic has got 23 points.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Back to Rose. Pass to Barrett. To the left wing. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Doncic with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. The Knicks leading by 16. And it's Barrett penetrating. It's Robinson high post. Here's Brunson. The 3-pointer off the mark. Right side Rose. Pass to Reddish. Now Robinson. Outside Rose. Down low. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Power and mobility of Randall. That combination makes it really hard to cover him on the pick and roll.
Doncic with the bucket. 25 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
From deep, Rose. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal. Second team foul.
The three for Doncic. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind here.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of two that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game two that they had tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for R.J. Barrett.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rose. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. He gets that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
That free throw good from Doncic.
That's his third personal.
Now an MVP caliber player. Doncic's drive is evident. I mean, he's somebody that wants to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he's well on his way based on what he's done thus far.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them scary cats. I call them Carol Baskins. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big, yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big, yeah. Little gon' click it if it's me. All my been getting through the quarantine. Yeah, I'm very well on my as you could tell. Any I beef from years ago is beefing by herself. If we took a trip on the real creep tip, yeah. Rule number 1 is don't repeat that. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the they came to do. Body yaddy 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 yaddy.
The Jazz looking to charge here at home as we bring it to you live on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City, Utah. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to the Nets. Pass to Rose. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
The assist.
Randall, without the ball, seeing some room where he can make an impact, rolls there, and does a nice job on the finish.
Down low. Here's Gobert. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes. And you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
Pass to Randall. Trying to get open is Robinson. Rebound, Utah. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. One of their big challenges tonight is to try and keep Donovan Mitchell's high wire act on the ground. Coach said if he gets a step at the rim, he's going to throw it down on us. We need to take away space whenever he tests the perimeter. It's going to take a team effort to slow Donovan down tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Pass to Mitchell. Conley with it. Picked up by Barrett. It's rebounded by Barrett.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
Right side Rose. And again, New York with the triple.
A sound decision maker with a reliable jump shot. Rose is more than comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Steps back. Here's Randall. A second chance effort. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
First-time All-Star last season, Julius Randle was just flat-out awesome.
And they're running. And Randall throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And again, New York running the court in transition. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here's Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reddish. They get it back.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Now the Knicks with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Brent, in which areas do you think Julius Randle has improved the most?
Well, I think making plays for other guys. I think stretching out the floor and having confidence in that shooting. And maybe that's the key word, Kevin, is just having confidence overall. And I guarantee you this, Julius Randle was more tired after last season than any other year. So coming in and being in great shape is huge for the next few seasons for him.
And here is Conley following the three-pointer from Cam Reddish. Mitchell. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
Rose. Good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, and showing some serious fast break offense. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Utah's shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
For Utah, they've converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And so Butler nails both of them.
And Kemba Walker, traded to the Thunder this offseason, was subsequently bought out before joining the Knicks. Walker and the Knicks seem like a perfect fit. You just hope Walker can stay healthy at this stage of his career.
Kemba Walker sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Pascal. Left side, Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Jazz.
And he makes both free throws. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's an 18-point game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Fournier. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
3 points.
Fournier's got 5.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
With 4 seconds on the clock. And the rejection by Noel. And so it's the New York Knicks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring,
Your Jazz Dancer.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Burks. Shoots the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. I watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Coming on the floor for the Jazz, Bojan Bogdanovic.
Inside. And stolen by Fournier. Walker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And Donovan Mitchell hit from deep. Mitchell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions.
For the Knicks.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
4-second violation.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Gay. Stolen by Quickly. And here's Barrett. Going inside. Fournier in the corner. Here's Robinson.
Mitchell.
And he banks in the layup.
Assist from
Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Gobert, no good on that free throw. And we are seeing a lot of star players now, Brent, gravitate to the big markets. Do you think the NBA will ever have something like a franchise tag similar to pro football?
That's an interesting idea. I don't think so. I don't know if the NBA Players Union would sign off on something like that. The first thing that might be addressed is getting to a point where there is a salary cap and a hard cap for teams to stay under some sort of financial restrictions that allow the smaller market teams to compete in some ways. But up until that time, Kevin, I don't see much of that changing.
Trying to get open is Robinson. Randall no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Julius.
Count that one. Randall's got 10.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. The drive by Mitchell. He's off on that one. And New York the other way now.
Always a solid rebounder. Mitchell has shown the ability to dominate the backboard for stretches.
And I think what it comes down to for Mitchell Robinson is consistency of effort. It's not the production. It's not points and rebounds and all that kind of stuff. It's just consistent effort for him, and the numbers will come.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Greg, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Don't let Burks shoot it.
So here's Burks.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Back to Butler. It's stolen by Barrett. Burks on the wing. The 3. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. And here's Utah. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And that one goes long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rose with the ball. Outguarded by Bogdanovich. And Toppin throws it down.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Bogdanovich left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Obi Toppin. This is his first free throw of the game.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Back to Walker. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Here's Butler. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Obi Toppin. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And that one misses.
Jared Butler taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. To the wing on the left. Pass to O'Neal. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Whiteside. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, Whiteside always around the rim. Such an amazing offensive rebounder, and second chance opportunities is where he does a ton of damage.
Now Burks. Beat the clock. Count it. He caught it. And so it's New York ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pass to Gobert. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And Rose, wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot.
4-3.
Rose has got the first bucket of the third here for New York. On the wing, Mitchell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Reddish. Lets it go with the 3. Back to Rose. It's Barrett on the wing. Pass to Robinson. Randall right side. Over Bogdanovich. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 15 points for Julius Randle.
Well, Randle is looking like tonight he's capable of taking on the whole offensive load.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A., thanks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Randall outside. Right side Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution.
On the wing, Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Got that one up quick. Barrett's got 6.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty R.J. Barrett knocks it down.
Pass to Gobert. To the left wing. Randall brings the double team. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Mike Conley.
Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Barrett, no good. The drive by Mitchell. Randall grabs the board.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Here's Bogdanovich. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Walker with a clean look. Back to Burks.
2 minutes.
Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Releases. New York needs to get off a shot. Clarkson with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. Pascal inside. With his first shot attempt. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Walker with it. Burks on the wing. Fires for 3. Gay with the block.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard. Swats that one away.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. New York moving it around. 5 on the clock. Noel in the corner.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half.
Throws it up high. And they recover it. Pass to Toppin. Back to Noel. To end the cold streak. Over Whiteside.
And you really can't mess around when Whiteside is nearby. Always a defensive presence.
Butler goes in. Now here's Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Burks. From deep. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Toppin, no one around him.
Toppin
gets the three-pointer to fall. Toppin's got his second bucket of the night. Clarkson with the ball. And so it's the New York Knicks out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. With
Get loud for your chance, Denver.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Pass to Fournier. Noel in the corner. Here's Toppin. Clock at 6. Here's Walker. Money from the wing. Walker's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks.
Pretty fundamental play there from Obi Toppin, getting it to the wide open shooter.
And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal
And Brent,
foul.
you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint, you know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule, moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle. But the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games and for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years. And Obi Toppin, a bit of a late blooming front court prospect, but boy did he blossom as a senior, coming out of nowhere to be one of the top players in college basketball, ending up as a top 10 pick.
Here is House. Pass to Azubuike. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's McBride. Driving inside. From outside the arc. Utah with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Gay. And stolen by Noel. Pass to McBride. Quickly with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Quickly's got his first 3 points of the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
I also love the fact that they played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
And it's Butler missing. So it's the Knicks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. To the middle. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to wheel it in and show some more discipline. How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Your chance dancer. Checking in for the Knicks.
Now, here's Reddish. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. With the drive. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. Toppin with the steal. Pass to Quickly. New York moving the ball around. To the inside. Now Reddish. Over Conley. Tries again. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
2 minutes remaining.
It's stolen by Gobert.
2 minutes.
Stolen by Quickly. For the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Quickly.
Quickly got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Knicks.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
To the wing right side. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Julius Randle.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Pass to Toppin. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Back to Conley. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Toppin. Stolen by Conley. It's rebounded by New York. Fournier for 3. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team.
Kinda standoffish, I'm still playing chess. Cause every around me get labeled a threat. And every around me know how to finesse. I've been trying to live right, they say I break the rule. I'm in this V12 coasting off by the ocean view. Rising higher than I ever been. Why would I come down if I'm above?